Alright, so I want to tell you guys about the real-life harem I might actually be in. There's not a more polite way to say that. You could beat around the bush, but I just don't really feel like it because I want to get right to it. I want to respect your time, I want to respect my time, and mostly I want to tell you about the real-life harem I might actually be a part of. That's not a joke, it's just a might be because it hasn't formed yet, but it might be on the way if I have anything to say about it because opportunity is here. So, this one might be a little bit like, don't watch this video at work, maybe, but also live your very best life. And if your boss is super cool, then do it. And if not, then do it anyway and live your best life, because I trust you. I trust you with my harem video, that's great. So, the thing is, I've been seeing a boy a little bit, and it's totally like casual friends with benefit thing. We're on the same page about that. I am absolutely married to my work and what I do, and I ain't need no man to get in the way of that, but every now and then you need a man for, activities. And as it turns out, the gentleman that I'm seeing, I am one of 5 boys he is currently seeing on the regular, and more power to him, more power to him. There you go. That is a wildly successful gentleman in the evolutionary sense. He is doing an excellent job. Well done to that gentleman. And then also well done to me and my 4 compatriots who are also having enjoyable relations. Yes, I see nothing wrong with this. But in this, I see a magnificent opportunity that might be only something I see, but I want it to be true so badly. Because... okay, so I think we agree that nothing in this world has any inherent meaning. And I think we all agree that we often look at friend groups in media and say, I wish that I had a friend group like that. And those types of friendships don't actually exist, right? Like, harems, as you see in anime, do not exist. And I don't think they should because it's weird. But I'm weird, so eh. And because nothing has any inherent meaning in this world, you have to assign meaning. Things only have as much value as you put into them, which is just kind of a basic common practice. I have said, nothing interesting here, this is something that we know. In a strange way, I find the most meaning behind things which are inherently remarkably meaningless because I have no idea. If no one in the entire world thinks that something has meaning and I just put all of my meaning onto it, there's power in that, I think, where it's like, no, are you kidding me? World, this is the most meaningful thing, and it's like a VTubing kitty cat or any of my weird thoughts, right? Like I have a strange head. And to most people, the idea of deciding to form some kind of an odd bond between people where the only thing that we have in common is that we are sleeping with the same gentleman, that's a weird thing to decide to bond over. I think more likely it's to, like, if anything, stop sleeping with the guy that I'm sleeping with, or then maybe also, like, stop sleeping casually anyway, or then, like, stop being, like whatever, no judgments whatsoever. But for the idea of just, like, likely I have nothing in common with these gentlemen aside from sharing a gentleman. And that idea pleases me so goddamn much. It's such a good idea. And it's the idea that it's so silly that you could go into it with so much gusto, which makes it so entertaining. I'm not dying for a new friend group right now. That's not something that I need right now. I'm married to my work. But it does sound like a delicious system to have. Just, we're all in the same house. And and we all know different proclivities, and ideally what's going on in moments of sexual intimacy is you're being yourself and, like, a little vulnerable, or, someone's probably playful and then one person's a bit of a brat in bed, and then there's different dynamics with everyone that you're having relations with. And that's a baseline of intimacy that you are typically going to be a little bit selective with who you spend that time with, or at least it varies, I guess. But you've inherently got different people who express all sorts of different personalities and vulnerabilities in the bedroom. And you've got 5 of those, all Sharing a gentleman. There's not a better way to say that. I just think it's a fun system. And I suppose in part that's because it's hard to express vulnerability a lot of the time, except for like with your partners that you're intimate with, and then you would decide that's a person it's safe to be vulnerable with. And so the idea that through one person we are vulnerable to each other, but not specifically, I think that would be interesting to play around with. And I kind of hope that I can recruit the others, and that the gentleman in question is like, yeah, sure, let's do that, and then try and get the others on board. If we're all become friendly, and there's just, like, by deciding this one factor we are all going to be friends about, and it's different than, like, oh, we share a football team, or we're both really into anime, or Magic the Gathering, and we're both really into having sex with one gentleman. What a weird thing to bind people together, and I hope that it comes true. That just sounds like a really fun system. But the reason I'm making a video about it in the first place is because if this did become a system, and I became one of 5 of a harem of boys, and then there's a 6th gentleman that whatever. But I would want to be a worthy addition. I want to be a worthy member of this team, of this group, a team. I don't think it would be actually a team, but maybe it would be. Hopefully, that'd be fun. That's a fun team, 5 people teaming up together. You can do a lot of damage. 5 people. What is that? Menage a pentuple, a threesome, quadsome, a pensum. Ooh, a sexton, hexagon. But I really want to be a worthy member of the team. If it's a team. But we're just going to go ahead and say it's a team, and it's going to happen if I can recruit the others and everyone's on board with it. And I don't know who these people are, but I want to, because it sounds fun. And maybe you could have one team member who's like stereotypically super gay, or one that's like a cross-dresser, or one that's like a mechanic and weirdly straight presenting, and one who's a furry VTuber, and just all of these different, like, you've got all of your niches filled. So if we go into any sport, you can be like, oh yes, they have all of the niches filled. This team of 5 radically different boys, all bound together by a single gentleman, and they all have unique powers and special personality traits. And I kind of feel like we'd have all the bases covered. I want to have all the bases covered, and I wasn't sure what would I bring to that group. I was thinking about that, and then I thought, Phineas Former, you silly man. I have all of my VR gear. I'm gesturing to my computer, which has all of my gear, and then I'm gesturing to me, which has all of my gear. I can make videos. What? Are you kidding me? That sounds like so much fun. Don't you want to be in a group of 5 boys who share a boy, and we're all in a little harem together, and we're all like, this is so awkward and weird. Why are we hanging out right now? This is really weird. And that just sounds like a party, dude. Are you kidding me? I want to have a party. Especially because I don't, like, and that sounds like a blast. So I made this video because I wanted to tell someone about my idea, and I don't know, it just sounds fun. And because I propose myself as a member of the team of 5, and then there's also the gentleman in question, this video serves as kind of like a probably actually a really phenomenal case study as to why you should not join the harem that has Phineas Former in it, because I don't know if I was one of 5 team members, either that would be a really cool team and you want to be part of that team, or that is a very bad team and something has gone very wrong. I don't know which one it is, but it sounds fascinating and I had to make a video about it. And if there's any updates, I will share with you guys the updates, because I want this to go well. I think there's a great opportunity here, and I don't want to. That's it. That's the video. I really hope that you liked it, and I really hope that if things come to fruition, that the people who saw it also like it and are not like, what? No. Because it's like, guys, we're all sleeping with the same guy, so don't pretend like you're better than the VTubing furry. Okay, you might be a little better than the VTubing furry, but that's a very low bar to hit. Very, very low bar. Strive for more than that. Okay, yes, so good video, good video. A pink room video. I haven't had a pink room video in a while, and neither have you, but we just had one. Things are really looking up. Okay. Talk to you guys later.